North Carolina's Attorney General Josh Stein, who as of this week is also a candidate for the governor's seat there. Thank you for joining me tonight. Attorney General Stein, last week you won North Carolina's Democratic primary for governor, setting you up to run against Mark Robinson, the state's current Republican lieutenant governor, in November. This is likely to be the most attention-drawing race in the country outside of the presidential election, as Democrats try to retain a governor's seat that they have held for all but 4 of the last 31 years. What is your pitch to voters of your state over your opponent?
The choice for the voters of North Carolina could not be any clearer, Reverend Sharpton. The vision of my opponent, Mark Robinson, is bleak and it's divisive. It's rooted in hate and spite. I mean, he has said the most awful things about people, saying that Beyonce was satanic, Michelle Obama is a man, Barack Obama is not an American, that he's a Muslim. He actually compared Senator Warnock to a drug-addicted mugger in late stages of syphilitic insanity. These are words that he's put out, not words that I'm making up, and it defies comprehension. It's obviously about taking our state backwards, and it would have incredibly damaging long-term effects for our state's economy. My vision is different as night and day. It is forward-looking. It's inclusive. It's about tapping the potential of every North Carolinian so that we can succeed as a state and we can build a North Carolina that is safer and stronger.
Now, with all that you said about your opponent and all of the things you quoted, former President Donald Trump likened your opponent, Mark Robinson, to Martin Luther King Jr. in an endorsement last weekend, saying he is like King, but, quote, Martin Luther King on steroids. Now, Robinson has a long history of controversial comments about extremism, homosexuality, religion, victims of sex abuse, and more. He told an audience in July last year that it's time to start reading quotes from dictators like Hitler and Stalin. He said blacks should pay reparations to whites for slavery. I mean, what are your thoughts on the fact that Trump and the GOP are embracing a candidate like this?
I mean, the irony that he would compare this man whose essentially ministry is opposite of that of Martin Luther King is humanly possible. In fact, I don't think he would have liked the comparison, because he called King a mediocre preacher. He said that he was a communist. He said the civil rights movement was crap, that it was the communist rights movement. I don't think that is a comparison that can stand the test of history by any stretch.
Now you are North Carolina's first Jewish person in the state's history to win a statewide election as Attorney General. We reported on this show many times about the Anti-Defamation League's data, which shows anti-Semitic acts have increased by 78% in 2023 compared to the previous year. If you win this gubernatorial race, how are you going to tackle anti-Semitism, racial attacks, hate attacks on blacks, especially during a time when the Israeli government is at war with Gaza?
Yeah, I mean, this is just another group that Mark Robinson has said awful things about. He's promoted anti-Semitic tropes. He actually has cast doubt on the Holocaust. And these are hurtful, ugly words. But Jews are not alone. He's gone after African Americans. He's gone after women. He's gone after gay people. There is too much hate in our society. It has been unleashed. And what we need from our leaders are people who can speak to the goodness of people. We are all children of God. If there's one person I don't have to tell, it's you, Reverend Sharpton. And that is the kind of value that the leader of the state of North Carolina, 10.8 million people, an incredibly diverse state, that's the value that has to come from the highest office in our state. We cannot have somebody who's out there promoting hate. It will create all manner of problems. It will create division. It will create hurt. People are hurt when these words are used, and it will certainly damage our economy. You probably remember, Reverend Sharpton, a few years ago, HB2, the bathroom bill. We lost billions of dollars in economic activity here in North Carolina because they were trying to pick a fight with a group that they thought was a juicy political target. Yeah. We've been down that road. It is a dead end.
Ironically, that's where I wanted to go, because North Carolina's current governor, Democrat Roy Cooper, won his last two races while opposing extreme right-wing social issues, such as attempts to ban protection for the LGBTQ community or laws requiring North Carolinians to use the bathroom assigned by their birth certificate in public places. Do you think Republicans are able to win on hardcore Republican agenda issues?
Well, unfortunately, they've become unmoored from a political philosophy, and it's now just hate. And that is what is undergirding Mark Robinson's entire campaign. His entire basis for his campaign and political life is grievance. He has no political accomplishment. In fact, he came out of nowhere by yelling at the Greensboro City Council in 2018, only to become the lieutenant governor a year and a half later. He's accomplished nothing as lieutenant governor. In contrast, I have been fighting for the people of North Carolina and delivering for them. We helped to lead the national negotiations against the opioid drug companies that has produced $55 billion. Our state share is $1.5 billion to help people struggling with addiction. We have helped to eliminate the largest backlog of untested rape kits in the entire country. We protected kids from child sex abuse. We have defended and protected people's right to vote, women's reproductive freedom. Mark Robinson would take away from women their ability to make decisions about their own bodies. The choice for the voters of North Carolina could be somebody who fights for them or someone who fights these divisive, job-killing culture wars.
North Carolina's Attorney General Josh Stein, thank you for being with us